professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. And let me tell you, I feel nervous. I feel like I'm not very intrepid right now. But I am so excited to see everybody here. Thank you so much for all your kindness, all your wonderfulness while I've been on my little medical leave. By the way, before we get started, do I look thinner on this side? This is my full kidney side. My anti-kidney side. Anyway, thank you. You guys were so fabulous. We're going to talk more as we go along. But I want to give a shout out to all those card makers that sent in cards on that slideshow. You did a good job. You don't need me to inspire you at all. You got this. This is your kind of show, and you understand us. I was thinking back, because I've been thinking back a lot, and I enjoyed, anyway, I'm going to get all trembled up. But I was thinking back to the early days when we'd get some parameters and we'd panic. And it was like, oh my gosh, what do we do with this crazy combination? Now we like, got this. Got this. We can do this. There's nothing that stops you guys anymore. And you just figure it out and you make something adorable week after week after week. So I'm real proud of you. Anyway, so that's the slideshow. Really, really great. Thank you, Chatterbox, for being here. I am loving all your loves that you are sending me. Look at those purple and orange hearts. And Mr. Producer, big shoes over there. He really did carry us through this. So thank you very much. Very, very much. I'll give you a kiss on your brain later. I have to make him sitting down, though, because he's quite a bit taller than I am. Shout outs to Amanda Stevens and Biddy Penny for being the intrepid hostesses while I was gone. I loved watching the show. I did. I just loved watching the show. I couldn't believe it. Because generally, when I watch the show, I'm watching the replay and I'm going, why did I say that? I could have said that better. Well, why did you stumble on those words? You silly, silly girl. So I watch it critically, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all to watch critically, just so I can get better. Which after I watch this one, I'm probably going to be going, pull the plug. But they did a super fantastic job, and you guys did a super fantastic job of supporting them. And thank you. Lauren, Carrie, Arda, thank you so very much for being wonderful guests. I knew we had good combinations, and I didn't have to worry a bit. When we, Friday after surgery, I was sitting down to watch the show, and my daughter goes, isn't that going to stress you out? I said, no, because I'm completely confident in their abilities. I knew everything was going to be fine. That is an incredible burden not to have. So thank you so much. Also, this whole welcome back Merry Gun Fun hashtag, so sweet. I have been enjoying all the love that's been coming. Also, I have a few cards to share with you over the next few months. Got some just today that I'll read after the show. Plus, I have all of these Christmas cards that I can start sharing for Christmas 2023. Content? Man, I got it. It's Merry Content Gun right here because of all of your cards. So thank you so much. I'm not going to get mushy. I'm not going to get sappy. When Christine was here last time, when I was here, I said, that's your job to keep me from getting sappy. And she did a really good job. But I do want you to know, oh my golly! I do want you to know that you and the robot are very close to me. And you reside right there. And thank you so very much. It was, everybody should be so loved and supported. All right. We have some spin sponsors to introduce you to this month. We have Creative Scrapbooker Magazine. They are donating gift certificates to, I think they come out 4 times a year, and they're giving a year subscription, which is very nice. Hey, Inky Stamper, we got the queen of Inky Stampers right here tonight as our guest. We thank you so much. And Possum Stamps. Possum Stamps has they're kind of a newer company, and they've got some really cute critter kind of stamps. So if you're a critter person, give them a look. And that's it. Okay. In the description. You can see more about those companies. We have links to them, and we also will give you some information on how you can send in cards Yep, later in the show, so that you too can win a prize from one of those wonderful companies. And not to mention the goodie bag and the handmade card with the itty bitty gift. We at Craft Roulette are not sponsored by any wonderful company. We get support from our beautiful patrons. Hey, I got a new one. That's cool. Our beautiful patrons who sponsor us by giving us financial helps every month, and in turn we give them behind the scenes and extra stuff. One thing that we're doing this month is talking about organization because it's January, but I'm doing my definitive organization tips, and then I don't ever plan on doing them again in my life. But I am doing them, and I've gotten some good feedback. So anyway, it's a way that we can thank you for supporting us. We have some wonderful new patrons to welcome since last week's show, and we've got Chelsea Comer. Yes, she's not only a spin sponsor, she's also a patron. Stephanie Ewing and Ronnie Macias upgraded her account to fun supporter. So thank you guys and welcome. Have fun over on the blog. It's complicated, and we're going to make a video about how much you can get and where you find all the things as a patron, because there's so much bonus content. I try to send it out in a little message, but it's just because we have the card exchange, we've got downloadable PDFs, we've got coloring sheets, we've got Monday fun tutorials. There's a lot going on there. So we're going to try to get that all updated for you soon. Hey, Mr. Mike's here. How you doing, Mr. Mike? Did you miss me? Yes, he did. He missed me lots. And he has a new tog from the House of Detizio. Thank you so much, Arlene, for making sure he has a nice little warm arm. Then this guy that almost scared me to death was the only ornament on my Christmas tree this year. And it is a beautiful glass robot ornament from Deputy Heidi. Such a fun little treat I got. Thank you so much, Deputy Heidi and Arlene, for the House of Detizio and the House of Glass Robots. Oh, Deputy Heidi, you have enough titles as it is. Anyway, thank you so much. I think we're ready to get going, don't you? I'm ready. So let's bring on Chelsea Comer, not only a patron, not only a spin sponsor, but a very fun lady from Illinois. Welcome.
Hey, Mary, welcome back. And
I'm glad to be back.
I speak for everyone when I say, welcome back, Mary.
Yay! You got the right
glad
one.
To have you back.
Do you remember Welcome Back, Cotter?
I do. That's so funny. I was thinking today, what should I do for Welcome Back? Should I play the Welcome Back, Cotter theme song?
Probably not.
I'm not kidding. I thought about it.
Well, it's what I play in my head every time, but we can't because of copyrights. But
okay.
Isn't that funny? It's like, welcome, Mary. And I think of that every time. So anyway, hey, we're glad to have you on.
Yay! I'm so glad to be here. We've been talking about doing this since like August, and here I am.
Right. We did put you on the schedule for December, and then I started acting up, and I said, that's not fair to have you come on when I'm not here. So it's not fair to me because I want to have fun with you. So you were very nice to reschedule for us. So tell us a little bit about yourself, because this is your first time in Inquiring Minds.
I've been a paper crafter, stamper, all of that for probably about 18 years now. And I have had so much fun. I have been a demonstrator with a couple different home demonstrator companies. Some people on here know which ones those are. And, they kind of went by the wayside, a few of them. Mm-hmm. And after I was at 3, I decided, you know what? It might be good to just do my own thing. I have a lot of ideas. I've always thought of different ways. What if we did that stamp this way? Why didn't they do it that way? Why don't we have a sentiment that says this, So what I did was me and my girlfriend, my best friend, Kim, she and I decided just to take a plunge and put a few stamp sets out there. We didn't know if we were going to just do 5 and be done, but we did 5 and people seemed to like them. So we did 5 more and 5 more and 5 more. And here we are.
That's a pretty fun story. I like it. Yeah. So do you know how many stamp sets you're up to now?
Oh, I think we're close to maybe 60, 50 or
That's
60.
cool. That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
Yeah.
And you are a spin sponsor, so we encourage our viewers to go over to Inky Stamper and check you guys out and see what all there is. Let's get this out of the way. So we talked about it in Tech Call. You were going to offer a discount or a bonus.
Oh, yes.
So let's go ahead and get that out of the way so I don't forget.
This is my other flyer here that I can hold up.
There you go.
So feel free to look at it. I'll also put it on maybe when I'm on my desk too. But our web store is www.inkystamperstore.com. Feel free to go check us out. And all weekend long, we are giving Craft Roulette viewers the opportunity to have free shipping. It's for
Which is
U.S.
really high
domestic
anymore.
shipping, but free shipping all weekend. And the code, again, I'll show it later, and I'll put it also maybe in the, if you might have put it in the.
It's on our website.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So it's roulettefreeship.com. Roulette free ship, or roulette free ship, no .com. Sorry.
Okay.
Roulette free ship.
Yeah, I think it's on our website, which is craftroulette.live, under Associates, under Spin Sponsor, and everybody will be able to find it there. I think Mr. Producer put it at the base of of your logo. So, but I did want to say that before I forgot, because now I don't have to think about it anymore. Clearing that bandwidth so I can create without hindrance. Yeah.
Yes.
So you've been playing a couple weeks now.
I have been. I have been. One of the reasons, Mary, why I decided I better be one of those spin sponsors. A patron.
Oh,
a patron. Why I must do that is because every week Friday I look and I'm like, oh, I could do a card with that, and before I know it, it's Monday and I didn't submit it.
Right.
So now I get the extra time.
It's nice, isn't it? It's kind of like a personal luxury item.
It is. But I really like playing every Friday. Just thinking, okay, what would I have? What would I make with that? So it's fun.
Right.
It
is fun. It is. It's FUNN. I forgot to say, how do you spell fun? But it is fun. You're absolutely right. I think so too. And I'm ready to have some fun because I haven't crafted much at all. I am ready.
I'm very ready to have fun too.
Kind of itching for it, having some time with some paper and some stamps and ink. So, you had a question.
Oh yeah, Mary, I'm curious. What is Craft Roulette anyway?
I think it's time to find out. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, patrons and friends in the chatterbox. Mr. Producer, go for the buttons. We'll be right back.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Oh, I'm on. I'm going, what do I do now? Hello? Look, I'm out in the outfield right field, just where I always played baseball, going, oh, I hope they don't hit the ball out here. Oh, I hope the camera doesn't turn back on. But the camera did turn back on, and here I am. Okay, let me find my, I can see why Biddy Penny and Amanda had their notes. They need them. I forget. I did review what I'm supposed to do today, but then again, I forgot my coffee in the microwave kind of day. It's the way life is sometimes. That was great to meet Chelsea. We're going to bring her back on here in just a second. But first, we are going to celebrate our achievement milestone achievers this week. Look at all those pins fall into place. If you see your pin, give yourself a little nod and salute. We appreciate. There were lots of 148 contributions last week. That's impressive. Oh, by the way, if you are new to Craft Roulette, I'm usually here, but we've had a couple guest hosts, and I'm kind of excited to be here, so sometimes I even know what I'm doing. But this night, we're just going to be glad if we get through and we're all happy and we're having a good time. We'll get some cards made. It's going to be fine, right? But we did have some wonderful contributions last week. If you didn't see the first of the show, you can scroll back during the replay and see those anytime. I really like watching the slideshow, basically because it's out of my control. And so, because when it's out of my control, I can't stop and go, okay, I want to look at that one a little closer and then forget to look at the rest. So I really like just sitting back and relaxing. If you have a bigger screen than a telephone or your little phone, I think you would enjoy the experience better, but if you don't, that's good enough too. Just make it so you have the widescreen or whatever, so you can see it better, because there's some details on these cards. Oh, they're so good. So what we're going to do is there's my card. There's my card. And it has a light. You can send Morse code. And it's also has a belly band. It has a little scrapbook inside, and it was a lot of fun to make. I used Amanda Stevens' little easy lights from Pear Blossom Press. I got to get some more. I've used them all up. So anyway, that was my card. The project was you had to include a diagonal cut. The colors, you had to have the white background. Personally, I thought that was a really great parameter. I love the freshness of all the cards that we got this week. The lights were the element. Lots of lighthouses, as you guys were saying. And random was you had to do something off to the side. My off to the side, you may be going, what's her off to the side? I don't see any off to the side. My off to the side was a sentiment inside on a photograph. So I didn't cheat. Deputy Heidi. I promise. I did the rules thing. So that was my card. Amanda Stevens was our guest host, and she did a beautiful job with her card. She really did. She's a master, isn't she? My goodness. Thank you again, Amanda, for being such a great, gracious, intrepid host. Our guest was Carrie Rhodes, and she brought her matching carpet dog, and it was a lot of fun to watch them interact, and they know each other, and it was just fun to sit back and relax and watch this. Look at this card. Right. It has all the parts of goodness. Thank you, Carrie, for being a part of the show while I was gone. You'll have to come back and play when I'm here. This part is on a timer. Like I said, it's good. Shuts me up. Makes me keep on track. We're going to celebrate some of our achievers. Some of our achievers we're going to welcome our first timers. We are going to celebrate those who have sent in 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on cards. We call them lovingly our Zero Heroes. We have our leading ladies of the week, and we have some new Club 52 members. So let's see who they are. Caitlin D. from Georgia. Welcome as a first timer. So glad to have you here. Cute card. Jan Cam, I think, Arizona, sent in her first card. Don't you love all the styles that Craft Roulette gets to enjoy? I do. Tony B. from Arizona sent in her first card. Super darling. Well done. First timer Katie O. from Minnesota sent in her lights were fireflies. We have a Zero Hero, our first time for Misty W. from Illinois. She has sent in 10 cards. Well done. Barbara Drake has sent in 10 cards also from Delaware. Those puffins are cute. Elva M. from Idaho has sent in 20 cards. Very good. You know, you just got to start with one and then it just kind of builds. It's the funniest thing. Janet Sidaway has sent in 20 cards. Janet's been around too for a while. Look at that cute marshmallow. We better not get too close. Greg Hiltbrand from Colorado has sent in 20. He has an imagination. I'm telling you, we get to see it 20 times now. Vanessa B. has sent in 30. Well done, Vanessa B. There's one of those lighthouses. Look at that pretty background and the shells going in the diagonal. Smart, smart, smart. Norma Garrett from New Mexico has sent in 30 consecutive cards. And this is beautiful. Mary Youngblood and Peta has sent in 40 cards. Nice job. Look at those cute lights in a row. Christmas lights that come in handy even in January. Crystal Wyckoff, our hearts are with you, darling. And she has sent in 40 consecutive cards. She's a trooper. Lynn Darda has sent in 50. She was one of our first 10 contributors. So glad that you've stuck with us, Lynn. Lisa Taylor has sent in 70. And this is a Crafty Owl design here. It's always fun to see mishmash or mashups from different people. Sherry Pemberton from down the road in Harrisonville has sent in 90. 90 beautiful cards from Sherry. Vicki Tillett has also sent in 90, completely different card than the last ones that we've seen. She's from North Carolina, and this is gorgeous. We've got some 110 consecutive from Kathy Herring. You're going to hear her name here again in a minute. Patty Beck has hit 140. Oh, sister. That is just remarkable. Well done. We have our leading ladies this week. Patty Beck, once again, as our first leading lady, 140 in a row, week after week. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis has sent in 123, 1, 2, 3 in a row. Remarkable. All wonderful. 5K Lamone has sent in 112. You guys are good. You guys are little inspiration pots out there in the world. And there's that Kathy Herring. I promised you'd see her again. 110 consecutive. Really cute. I love how some cards are complicated and some are super simple. Jackie Muller is tied for our 5th place leading lady with 106. Gorgeous. She's in the... Put it in the wrong order. I did. And she's tied with the epic Smurf Murphy, who has also sent in 106. I usually go the other way, don't I? Lynn Sanders is now a Club 52 member with her Pink Floyd card. We've never had a Pink Floyd card. Sue is sent in 52. She's now a member of Club 52 with this cute card. You have sent in so many cards. Mary Ellen Finley has sent in 52. That's 3 Club Fun members. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think that's it. Maybe one more? That was it. Club 52 just means you have sent in 52 cards. You don't have to do it consecutively or anything like that. It doesn't really matter because there's absolutely no perks, no discounts, no reason to be a Club 52 member except that you have just kept after it week after week after week and shared with us something wonderful and cute. And we thank you all so much. Leading ladies, Zero Heroes, new first timers, we hope you come back this week, and our Club 52 members. Love those folks. They are just outstanding. Thank you all. Well, you know what? Let's get this going. I think we've had enough inspiration. Now we are ready for some perspiration. Right. Okay. How are those pits? They doing okay? Mine are a little wet.
Okay. I put some more on before this.
I'm testing that secret right now. Woo! I hope it stays a secret, but it may not. My hands are even sweaty, for Pete's sake. Maybe that would be, No, that's not a good. It's not a good look on a card, but we'll be all right. Well, are you inspired, ready to roll?
I am. Well,
Well,
I'm ready to spin, not roll. Spin.
well, let's bring on those pesky parameters and see what they've got up their sleeve tonight. We're going to be spinning for project, colors, element, and random. Out of those 4 columns, we are going to get 4 parameters, and we're going to make some cards using those 4 parameters. It's a lot of fun, and I'm excited. However, we want to know a few things from you, Miss Chelsea. One is we want to know, well, we just started this, your perfect parameters, but you named it before the show started. What are your Fab 4 parameters? What if in those columns, if you got your perfect spins, what would you get?
Okay,
Fab 4.
if I had my Fab 4 wannabes, it would be a card with circles. I really like circles.
Okay.
It would be blue +2. I really like blue. A large animal and polka dots.
3. Boy, you do like circles and polka dots. Polka dots, I think, are one of my favorite random ones.
I'm kind of a polka dot and circle freak.
Yeah,
I like
they're good shapes. I like those little hearts, Mr. Producer. Those are cute. That's a new touch. That's nice. Yeah. Kiss his brain. It's kind of like we've been the Welcome Back Mary Gun Fun hashtag thing. They were getting to pick their parameters, and when I started reading that, I was going, "Oh, I got to get back. Those girls are getting out of control. They're thinking they can pick their own parameters now." We got to get them back in line, man. So here we are. You also get to veto. Now, let me tell you a little bit about veto, especially if you're new to the show. Vetoes, we give to our patrons a choice of things that they get to say, no, the wheel can't make us do it. It means that if we land on them, we're going to spin again, and the wheel can't make us use that in our card. However, you may still use it if it fits in the parameters that we do get. Does that sound like a confusing pile of mud? It may, but it will make soon lits later in the show. So our patrons have vetoed red +2 in the kitchen. They don't want to be in the kitchen. They want to be in the craft room. And swag number 13. There it is. Now, here's your chance. You, as a patron, got to decide those 3 also in the polls. Do you want to veto something else?
I would like to veto something else, Mary.
Here it comes. Can you guess what it is, you guys? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, here's your hint.
So, I'd like to veto, and I'm very sorry, Mary, but I'd like to veto robot this week.
And I was just going to put this on a card if we got it. Just stick him right on there. Nope.
He already fell. He already fell off your microphone, so he has to go.
He's got to go. It was a sign. Okay, robots are out. We are going to start spinning and see what we come up with. We're in good shape. Warm up spin. You're either no-bot or robot. You know, it's just like go-bot or robot. Go-bot, no-bot, or robot. Anyway, I'll work on that. Could be a limerick, couldn't it? Okay, here we go for project. All the best to you. I hope we get one of your Fab 4. Probably didn't this time. We're going to use a double tag. Alrighty. What colors are we going to get? I'd be up for your red +2 or your blue +2. But I don't think we're going to get that. 2 greens and 2. Okay.
2. Okay.
And element. We'll talk about each one of these things, and it's going to make more sense. We hope. Shelf or shelves that you could put a robot on, for instance. And random. Number 19. In the background. Let's talk about this. Break it down. Make some sense out of it. All right. start with double tag. What comes to mind? To me, a double tag comes to mind is just a little tag with a second little tag, either in the background, and in the background you could have your second tag, or just as a little one. One of my favorite things are little jewelry tags. They are tiny and they're so handy. What comes to mind for you?
Well, I was just thinking 2 tags, but now I understand. Yeah.
Well,
tags,
it's not.
Sure. It's a double.
Remember, this is a creative project. This is an art project. We don't tell you what to do. So, nor do we tell you if you're wrong or right. If there's something that's a little bit hidden, secretive, and super clever that we wouldn't necessarily understand by looking at it, kind of like when the people first started looking at Picasso's, you might put it in the description and tell us what you were, so we don't say, I don't think she put that on there. What do we? I don't see it. But it's fun to look for the little parameters, how it's all fit in, and then if we need a description, we go with it.
There's some great ideas in the chat already.
Oh my goodness! Look at this chatterbox. I tell you, they've got it all over the place. Maybe round tags, plain tag,
hashtags,
little tags, hashtags. Tag your it, layering tags, tag your tag. Dog tags. Well done, Heather. Yep, tags can be any shape too, can't they? What makes a tag?
And you can make a card with tags on it. It doesn't have to be a tagged shaped card.
I was going to put them on my card, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I think I've even seen like little store cards that have tags on the little products inside the windows and things. I think Leslie Benson one time had tag, and she had a dress that she put on her card, and she had a sales tag on it.
Okay.
So that's a fun one to play with.
Okay.
So sorry, I'm not going to rein you in and tell you what to make because it's going to be big. Yeah, it's going to be big. Colors. Okay. 2 greens. Now, the crazy woman who puts these things together was thinking, there are a lot of times I see different color greens on a card. I'll zoom in.
The crazy woman is you, right? I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay, just double check.
But we've got like yellow greens, we've got true greens, and then there's blue greens. So the crazy woman who made those parameters were thinking, I often see in spring, especially, leaves that have a yellow green and a true green, or yellow green and blue green, and I really like it. And that's where I got the idea. It was, let's use 2 greens, because sometimes at one point in my life, I thought you had to stay within a color column. Like, if you have this color green, you got to stay in this color green column. If you have yellow greens, you can't mix it with blue greens. Well, I'm no longer that person. But that's kind of what I was thinking. Let's break out of that mold a little bit. And so you need to have 2 colors of green plus 2 other colors. Our neutrals, black, gray, brown, tan, craft, cream, and white, are all freebies. You can use as much as you want or as little as you want, but you do need to use those 4 sets of colors. You can use whatever other color you want as your +2. It's kind of like going to a wedding. You get to bring whoever you want. So, but you have to bring your 2 greens plus whatever else you want. But not Uncle Frank. But not Uncle Frank. No, he's trouble. He always drinks too much. So, I don't know. I did have a great Uncle Frank. I would never have taken him to a wedding, I don't think. But he didn't live nearby, and I was little. I wasn't going to weddings. Bless his soul. So 2 greens and 2 colors. What are you thinking? What colors do you think?
Yeah, it just depends what I use for my main image, but I'm kind of thinking like a grass green or a leafy green, and maybe another teal green.
Yeah.
We'll see.
How about ink blending a background with 2 greens? Do you ever do a lot of ink blending?
I do. That might be fun.
Or an ink blended background, or a piece of ink blended paper and then cut it into die cuts or something like that. And then augment it with a little punch of Copics or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
There's a lot. There's a lot. now we got all sorts of things going on. Salad greens. Yep, Penny Lawson, you could do salad greens on a shelf even, couldn't you? You could have a nice salad bowl full of yummies. So, and metallics too. Thank you, Ellen Jarvis, for, that's a freebie too. You can always add a metallic.
Okay.
Shelf or shelves. So you have a lot of stamps, 60 sets, to draw from. Do you have anything that would look good on a shelf?
Well, it's kind of funny because last Tuesday was National Houseplant Day.
Yes.
And I had a plant on a shelf. I did a card with a plant on a shelf.
You did, and it was cute.
I will not do that card tonight. But it was funny when you did shelf. I'm like, I just did a shelf. But I'm glad I practiced. I know how to do a shelf.
You did do a cute shelf. It really was cute. I watched it, and it was fun. I really liked your house plant. And our house plants are all over. Well, we can talk about that, but I've got some, because we had our family room refreshened up this week, and so our house is a complete mess, and we've got our house plants all over in wrong places, and they're kind of going, I kind of like this window, Miss Mary. Can I stay here? I'm going, no, I can't see out the window. You guys move back to your dark corner. But yes, or I saw that and I thought, I'm abusing my houseplants, but they're just going to have to live with it. That's their lot in life. But your card was super cute.
It was Houseplant Appreciation Day. So now this week you should appreciate them. And
I did appreciate them. I've appreciated them for growing without a lot of attention. Question. Your Facebook group, you do something live every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday night, we go live on Inky Stamper in Facebook at 7:30 Central. So 7:30 Central, sometimes I know what I'm going to do. Sometimes I just completely wing it. It's kind of like spinning a wheel and getting some parameters. But I have practice.
That's good. And you're after Fun University, so that's good too. So people can tune into Fun University and then move on over to Inky Stamper. What a night of fun and creativity. By the way, Fun University, we're going to talk about more, but I don't think I'm going to do it this week. I think I'm going to wait till next week to start up for this year, but because I want to make some short videos on these cards because there's so many good ones. So bear with me. That's my plan right now. It could change by Tuesday night at 6:30. Okay, shelves were good with that. We're just going to have something that's going to work with that. 2 greens plus 2. In the background.
So do you just do a background?
It could be anything. You're going to be able to do anything.
Oh, do you have something hiding in the background?
You could. You could have
polka dots in the background.
Polka dots, circles. Circles in the background. I don't know. There's all sorts of good things you can do. I'm thinking.
It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be like the focal point. You know, It can be just anything in the background counts as in the background.
It's a freebie.
I don't know.
You're going to have something in the
background. My brain
background.
keeps saying a creeper in the background. I don't know. We'll see.
Uncle Frank?
We'll see what I come up with.
Poor Uncle Frank. Nobody's out there named Frank
in the background. I don't have an Uncle Frank though, but you could.
One of my little phonics students had Cranky Frankie Peacock, and we often laughed about Cranky Frankie Peacock. So I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I think we're ready. What do you think?
I think I'm ready to go figure out what I need to get. Yep.
Yeah, I think I have no idea what I'm going to do, and I'm ready for that. So let's watch a little
collect stuff.
That we're going to go collect stuff while you watch the still unupdated version of what is Fun University. We'll be right back, guys. Do you find crafting hard? Are you stuck on one of those pesky parameters? Do you feel like the wheel is watching you while you craft? we have the solution for you. Hi, I'm Mary Gunfun. While I'm busy gathering my supplies, I just wanted to tell you about my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/fununiversity. We break down the parameters and talk about them at a more in-depth level. We also pick one tricky one to concentrate on and do a deep dive into it. But that's not all. We do our mail call every week on the channel as well. So if you wanted to send me a card or a package, send it to this address and I'll share it on the show. We're live almost every Tuesday night on youtube.com/fununiversity. We also do some celebration there because we will review our last week's achievement board. That's youtube.com/FUNN University. No easy or complicated payments, no COD. Just show up and have fun. If you have too much fun, please call a friend immediately and invite them over to have fun with you. Normal postage and handling rates do apply. This ad was not paid for by anybody. We hope Mary is ready because I can't stretch this out any longer. Now back to the show. I found everything, I think. We'll find out if I found everything or not. I really haven't been over here very much. It's kind of a sad thing. So I'm glad, having a scheduled show every week really helps get those reasons for being over here and having stuff and making something cute. That's a good thing in life. I'm going to move my Mr. Mike just a little bit because I was going to not be able to see what I was doing. Okay, so what do we have? I have not gotten very far, but sort of far. I have a couple greens I thought were kind of pretty, an A2 size card. I've got some shelf material, and I have some in the kitchen kind of stuff. And I'm thinking of, I'm going simple, but I'm thinking of like a tag with a tag behind it and some kitchen kind of stuff on some shelves. I'm going to back out just a little bit. There we go. So that's what I'm thinking. Whether that is exactly what's going to happen is, I don't know. I just don't know. So, but we'll find out. What are you guys thinking? Shelf paper on a card would work. Oh, Roberta. Honestly, that is so clever. I love it. Cat on a shelf, Mary Moisen. I like that very much too. That really would be cute. Kerwin would like that. But Kerwin's isn't going to get it this time. Deputy Heidi, the shelf is real simple. If you are going to have something like a cup or a cat or whatever, just put a piece of shelf down and you'll have a shelf. It'll be real easy. Or if you have a stamp that has like an armoire or something like that, it often has a little shelf in it. How about if you had a window die, and then you just put some shelves across it? I think that's kind of a cute idea. I wish I could make 10,000 cards of each thing, because it's so fun. Oh, you're welcome, Deputy Heidi. Thank you for my wonderful robot. In a perfect world, I would send you all an individual thank you card, but unfortunately, we don't have a perfect world, and I'm just fatally flawed that way. So anyway, I did take a bag of cards with me to the hospital and read them when I would get up and sit in my chair. So it was very nice to have these little bits of love. Okay, so what are my other colors? I'm thinking maybe some pink. Pink would be fun, wouldn't it? I think so. So if that's my first layer of card, or maybe the second layer of card. And then pink, and then I'd have one more. Maybe I'm going springy. I'm thinking. Let's see. It's like 2.5, so. There we go. I hear chit chat in Chelsea's room. I'm not sure who's chit chatting with you, but I hear you chit chatting. Well, one of the questions I ask for Craft Roulette is, can you talk while you craft? And I'm thinking that you can. She said she's definitely can, so that's a good. She's meeting the requirement. Let's see if I can cut that without cutting it off a little low. Okay, she's almost ready to come back on, so we'll be looking forward to that. Okay, so here we go. To make I'm going to have a fairly regular tag here. And I'm going to use my tag maker, which is just a collection of clothes tags. You can see what size I wear if you're careful and look really closely. Okay, and there we go. I'm going to get a little farther out then. There, yeah. Very handy tag maker. I'm hearing the sounds from Illinois. Let's see what's up. Aha!
Hey!
I see a puppy dog.
Uh-huh. And my dog has a dog tag.
Oh, well done.
And then I have a tagged eye.
Oh.
So there's my double tag. I got a background of polka dots because I like them.
That's a good enough reason.
And I got 2 greens. See, I got stuff to make a shelf, and I got some more colors, and I'm gonna color.
For you.
Yeah.
You are rocking.
Yeah. So I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
I should think so. I think you even have a card in your mind already envisioned.
Kind of, maybe.
Yep. I'm thinking I can hear that sound of confidence that only somebody that thinks they know what they're doing has.
Yeah.
Do you hear that sound in my voice? I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Oh.
But I'm kind of knowing what I'm doing. It'll be show up soon enough if I know or not. I like these parameters, though. I think they're okay.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I really wasn't sure what all we get,
No. We didn't get any
actually
of yours,
making
though.
It was actually making me a bit nervous. Like, what if I don't know what a swag is? It's weird.
We always talk about
like, I was wondering about swag. I was like, is that like a swag bag you get at the Golden Globes? How do you put that on there?
Well, it could be. You could do if you did get that, and since the Golden Globes just happened, right? It's kind of like a good thing to draw on, information to draw on. And you could do a little bag, kind of like a purse card. So, yeah. Oh, look at our little polka dotted greens. That's good. Both of us have little polka dotted greens. I don't know if I like my idea. But it's okay. We're going to be okay. Do we want dark? Do we want white?
So, Mary, I'm sure everyone's wondering, I mean, how are you feeling about being back in the saddle today?
Well, thankfully, Craft Roulette has a lot of administration kind of duties, and I've been working slowly behind the scenes on getting things ready. We've got a bunch of our shows scheduled for the next few months and working on spin sponsors. So I'm doing a lot of that. Plus, I've just been really busy with social media because everybody's so nice, and I've been trying to check on all that. But I feel great. I'm 4 weeks out now, so I have 2 more weeks of recovery, which means, I just can't do the vacuuming. And I can't. I'm not going to do anything that's going to hurt me. And the patrons know my sad story about how I did get hurt 9 days out, and I'm not going to share it here. But I am, as to that, dear patrons, I'm pretty much healed of that agony. And so I'm doing really, really well. I will tell you, the people at Mayo were outstanding. And they're not paying me at all to say that. But it was no hospital experience is wonderful, but they were great. And I got a card from 3 of my favorite nurses. It was such a sweet thing.
That was so sweet.
They were so cute. They said, because I was loopy from medicine and things, and I was telling them about Craft Roulette, and they looked me up, and
Really?
they all knew somebody that made cards.
They thought you were
themselves
loopy. They didn't
didn't.
believe you. They looked you up.
That's probably it. Hey, we got a crazy woman in whatever room I was in. But it was good, and the surgery went really well. For those who are new here, I had renal cancer, and they had to take one of my little kidneys out. So that's kind of a big deal. But as long as it doesn't happen again, it's going to be just fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're
'Cause
so
I've
glad
kinda-
you're better,
Yeah.
Mary.
Oh
And you're
boy,
back.
me too. It was a long journey. And so, yep, it was good. I'm done with it and moving on. So thank you for asking. I have
You're
some
welcome.
questions for you too, man.
You do?
I do.
Okay. And yes, I think you asked while I was getting my supplies if I can craft and talk. People that watch me on Tuesday know I might talk a little too much.
Well, that's a gift. That's a gift of gab, as they say, right? Do you have any idea whether you started talking early when you were a baby?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I
don't either.
I probably did. I do. I like talking. I know I did used to get in trouble in school for talking too much during class. So yeah, I probably did.
Well, you probably had some nice friends because you talked and were friendly. And you probably made people feel good and laugh. And did you get in trouble
then
because
everyone
people
got
would
in
laugh?
trouble because we were all laughing and not supposed
Yep.
to be talking. Yeah, probably.
Yep.
I could see
Yep.
that happening.
Oh my gosh, that's why I took art classes, because you could talk.
Yeah, I guess you could talk in art class. I'm thinking, did I talk in? Yeah, but
Oh yeah, that's why I took art.
nice.
It wasn't because I had any talent. It was just because I liked to talk, and you could sit there and jabber. It was awesome. I remember some of the conversations even. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think a little yellow would be
Yeah, so
pretty.
what kind of image are you using here? I'm using my little dog. I didn't see what you were using. I feel like
I
I'm
was
paying
gonna-
attention mostly to me. I should watch you.
No, that makes sense. I oftentimes don't even see what you guys are making until the very end. I have this cute little kitchen set, and maybe I should say that for when we have in the kitchen. Maybe I
Well-
should learn from make
Yeah.
a smart decision here.
I got
but
my
I'm not
cute
going to.
dog. You see my cute dog? I got my cute dog.
Yes,
Super excited about him.
he is adorable. We have our cute dogs. They were so respectful when I came home.
Chelsea Sue wanted to know what you were just using with your stamp.
Oh,
What tool?
This thing, this is called a mini precision press. A mini precision press. We have them actually in our store, and I absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure you probably saw, but I stamped my image 3 times because his eyeballs didn't get as black as I liked them. And now look how black they are. They're nice and black. But yeah, thanks for asking. That's a mini precision press. I love it because it's so small. It's like 5 inches by 3 inches. Super fun. And
Is it an old tool?
well, what's old?
Me?
Maybe it's like 3 years. But if you're asking me if it's like
Oh, that's
3
not very
weeks
old.
or 3 months, it might be like 3 years old.
Okay. Yeah, that's not very old at all.
Okay. I wasn't
It looks
sure.
very sharp. It looks like a good
wasn't
idea.
sure. What's old?
Well, I'm there. It's not as old as I am, so it's pretty young.
It's young. Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's test your ability to chat.
Okay.
Shall we?
I'm going to chat and I'm going to craft.
You're going to do it great. Well, for one thing, you are new to Craft Roulette, and you know that we have a lot of traditions here on Craft Roulette.
Okay.
One being Team Purple and Team Orange. Now, if you want to know the background, and I think you've already read about the background because
I had to look it up.
You're like
I
a
was like,
super
she's gonna
student.
ask me, and I have no idea what that means.
You are a super student, and you have learned so much about the show. It's quite impressive. But anyway, are you Team Orange or Team Purple? It doesn't mean it's your favorite color. It just means if you had a choice of one or the other, which would you tend to want to use or like?
Yeah.
Or wear?
I really like blue. Okay. I like blue. But
that's not on the table.
But for an inky stamper, the splat is blue.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
My girlfriend, Kim, who we do this whole thing together as best friends, her favorite color is orange. So I'm going to go Team Orange in honor of my best friend, Kim. Yep.
Right on, Kim, for being a positive influence.
Who might be in the background and might have said a few things to help me out to pick and help me grab some stuff.
Oh, that's who you were chatting with.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, hi, Kim. It's nice to have you, the support team here.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, everyone's picking purple. But yeah, Team Orange is definitely represented in my craft room today. That's for sure.
Well, it's a fun little thing to play with, and we're glad to have you, at least for one night.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, you don't have to stay Team Orange forever, but we're glad you're Team Orange tonight. All right, so our patrons also get a chance to ask questions of our guests.
Uh-huh.
And since you're a patron, I had it on the our blog, and it said, "Don't look."
And you know what, Mary? I was so close. I'm like, should I go cheat? No, I'm not going to cheat. I didn't look. Just so you know.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm actually proud of myself too.
Because it is more fun just to have a little.
So I'm ready.
We're improvisation here.
I have no clue what the question's going to be, but I did see Chelsea, don't look, and I was like, oh, maybe I should look.
Did you used to peek at your Christmas presents?
My mom might be on. I don't know. I can't say.
I know. Oh, I never did. But yes, I did. I was notorious, but I got my comeuppance when I looked and found out that I was getting bedroom lamps. Oh, that was like, oh man, Mom, don't you like me at all? But it's okay. I lived to laugh about it. Roberta Sadler, that fun girl. Man, your card this last week was really good, Roberta, by the way. Interesting career field that you have. You can explain what you do. What are your favorite colors? Oh, let's go ahead and let you answer that one then. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Some of my regulars know that I have a real daytime job as well. It's kind of interesting. I actually kind of put a little bit of this to work as well, but I am a packaging engineer by degree, and I design packaging for a large pharmaceutical company.
That is just something else.
Yeah. So what that helps me with actually is some of the dyes and all that we create, like box dyes and different dyes. I actually do that for a living, during my 9 to 5. So yeah, it's fun. I went to school and got a packaging engineering degree from Michigan State.
I didn't realize that it was a field.
That's
But it makes
actually a
sense.
field. It's actually a
man.
field. And if you think about it, just about everything is packaged, right?
Right? Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of need for packaging engineers out there in the world. Who would have thunk?
Who would have thought?
You know, yeah.
How'd you find out about it?
Well, I wanted to be an engineer when I first went to college, but I didn't want to take all the calculus classes.
I
did
see how
okay
smart
for the
you are.
first. Did okay for the first two. Went to my counselor and they said, "Well, you want to try this packaging thing? You've got all the calculus you need." I'm like, "Okay, sign me up. I'll go try it."
Sounds like a fit to me. Yeah.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that I go home for Christmas break or whatever, and I tell my dad, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to be a packaging engineer. That's what I'm changing my major to." You know, like when you go home and you have to tell your parents you're going to change your major, and he goes, "Are you kidding me? Are you going to work for UPS and just pack boxes all day?" And I'm like, "No, Dad. Like what things go in, like a bottle or or a pouch or so I deal with pharmaceutical blisters and bottles every day. That's what I deal with.
That is so okay,
So
that's our background on that.
That is
so
my
the
background.
Next question that Berta has is, what are your favorite colors to use in packaging that you have designed? I guess it would matter on what kind of medicine it is.
Yeah, that's interesting. I actually have done, well, I don't do a lot of the graphics, right? I can, I do look at the labeling, but I guess my favorite package that I have worked on was pink and teal.
Oh.
Because it was pretty colorful, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times, in pharmaceutical and pharmacy, it's just like that boring white bottle, right? But this was in a pink package with a teal word. So, yeah.
Wow. I'm trying to imagine what the medicine was. I don't think you can answer that.
I don't know that I could probably say it, but yeah, it's out there.
But I'm trying to think, what would they have used for that?
Oh, and look,
I'd buy it. That sounds real cute.
I got fellow Spartan out there. Bobby, hello.
Oh, nice. Welcome, Bobby. I would buy that because it sounds really cute. I wonder if I need it.
Are you talking to me?
I don't think.
There you go.
I don't think I need it. All right. So, okay. Well, there's your questions on colors. What are your favorite stamps to create for your stamp company? You have a real cutesy style.
Interesting. Well, we've got a couple different ones. Most of our animals and stuff are through our Uncaged line, which this dog is from. But I mean, personally, one thing that I think's really cool about one of our lines is we have a whole collection of bugs. And I don't think there's a lot of bug stamps out there. We even have a housefly. Like, we really are creative with our bug stamps. And that's probably my favorite thing. But we also have two mice that are called Ralph and Rosie. And they like to get into a lot of trouble. They're a little snarky at times, So it's very fun.
Oh, do you make up stories while you're making your characters to give them personality?
We have a lot of fun when we're trying to create sentiments for our stamps. I have to say, Kim and I, just like Kim, my best friend, and I, we just are laughing and giggling the whole time. Sometimes we do this in public and we get stares like, what are those girls laughing about so hard? So it's funny.
Oh, that sounds delightful. So it's really a passion project, fun passion project.
This is our fun job. Yes.
Yeah.
Our fun FUNN job. Yes.
Thank you for that. I love somebody that knows, but you've gone to college, so you know how to spell fun. It's good. Yes. That's good. I like somebody that has good spelling skills. But so which comes first then, the chicken or the egg? So the sentiment comes after the
image. We basically have to get the image. It's kind of like, what's talking to us,
Mm-hmm.
and so we get the image, and then we come up with the fun
If
with
you
the
in.
fun sentiments to go with.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Well, that sounds like a fun afternoon or whenever you do it.
Yep.
So you do it in
Normally
public?
over coffee,
Uh-huh.
sometimes over wine, but normally over coffee.
Which one's not too late at night? Is it like one of those things that you get better the later it is? Or
Sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But we'll meet for coffee and, come up with sentiments.
That's very cute and wonderful. I like it very much. There's nothing like a good sentiment. I think they're quite fun. I like a good wordplay and things like that. Is that what, do you like puns?
Oh, we have a lot of punny sentiments too. Yes.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. English is so fun that way. It's a wonderful language for having fun. It just is, plain and simple. Okay, little guy, you come over here because you're bugging me over there. Okay. There we go, buds. Those are cute little mid-century looking things. I like them. I wonder if they should have no, they're not going to have any flowers. I was thinking they could have little flowers. But I don't think so. I think that would it would get junked up pretty fast. But, I don't know. Let me see. You did chat very well while you were
I
crafting
did,
because you're moving
while
right along.
coloring and while making over here. I'm trying.
I think you're doing
I keep
real,
thinking in my head,
well.
okay, what am I doing? Yeah.
I know. You've worked all week. Journey
did.
Coach Jen has a question for you.
Okay, Journey Coach Jen, who I know and doesn't live too far from me.
Oh, is that right? She lives near. Oh, that's fun. That's good.
Exactly.
She says, I love that your stamp sets have images that are interchangeable with each other. And there's always a fun, here she goes, there's always a fun, sassy sentiment in the mix. What inspires your creations and humor? Kind of a secondary look at that first question, but
yeah,
still good.
Yeah. Well, we definitely just start, we take the image. This is seriously how it goes. We take the image and we just start writing stuff all around the outside of the image. We blow it up big, like an 8.5 by 11 page, and we just start writing. And then we're like, okay, that one looks good. That one looks good. We don't like that one. Save it. Maybe. And then, I don't know, they just all come to us. But again, it's super fun. And we seriously laugh the entire time we are doing them. It's fun.
That's the best part right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best part. It's it should be joyful, right? Mm-hmm. You're not going to get a good funny sentiment out of a sourpuss.
So let's take this one for example. I haven't decided which sentiment I'm going to use yet, but we got stay positive. Talk to the paw.
To the paw.
Doggone it! I missed your birthday. You make rough days better.
Yeah.
Have a ball.
Yeah.
And then this one is really sweet for the dog lovers. Dogs are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole.
Aww. Yeah.
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 So.
Yeah. If you on my Facebook feed, there's like two things mostly that come through, and it's dog rescue organizations, which are good and bad because you can get really sucked in and just think, oh my gosh, how do people do things like that? But It's also like, oh my gosh, that is the cutest dog I've ever seen. And so there's good and bad that goes on. And the other one's cards, of course, but dogs and cards. That's kind of my world. It's not.
Yep.
They tried to put food in there for a while, but it's like, no, come on. Honestly, do you know me? I'm not going to do your food thing.
Yeah. So Mary, you have 2 dogs or 1 dog?
We have 2 beautiful, wonderful dogs.
Awesome. Yeah. I also have a dog, a Brittany. His name is Stewie.
So cute.
And Stewie is 13, maybe going on 14 years old. So
Oh, Stewie.
yeah, but he still thinks he's a puppy some days. It's quite interesting.
Oh, that's nice that he has a bunch of spunk.
Yep, lots of spunk.
That's good. That's good. Did you ever take? They're hunting dogs, right?
They are actually interesting. Fun fact. We never hunted with our dog, but we did do the dog show circuit with our dog.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me about that.
Fun fact about us. So before we had kids, we wanted to kind of travel the Midwest a little bit, and we had this dog, and we showed the dog. I would groom the dog, and my husband would run him around the ring. It was quite interesting. So,
well, it sounds like kind of a fun little activity.
It was, and we saw a lot of the Midwest and different cities. So right after we pretty much got married, that's what we did for fun on the weekends. So
okay, so further fun fact.
Further fun fact, yeah, go.
Your dad and mom grew up really near where we used to live in Kansas City in Johnson County.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
That's crazy stuff.
Yeah, all my summers as a little girl, I spent outside of Kansas City in Grandview, Missouri.
Right down the street. Right down the street.
Grandview, Missouri. But my parents are from Leawood and Prairie Village, so pretty close, I think, to where you are. And I've got a bunch of. I don't have an Uncle Frank, but I did have an uncle. Thank goodness. I did have an uncle that lived in Overland Park, Kansas, so just over the border from Kansas City. Yeah.
Right. Kansas City.
Kansas City, Missouri.
It's one big mess, and there's Kansas City, Missouri, which we are in now, and Kansas City, Johnson County, and it's the Johnson County is big and takes up a lot of space. Oh, I got a booger. Once again. Try again.
Uh-oh.
It got dirty. I got something on my finger. And it's a good idea what I had going on here. Anyway, we lived where your parents lived, both in Prairie Village and in Leawood. And so it's very funny. And we're right down the street from Grandview, not far at all.
Nice.
So that was pretty fun that you have that little connection with us, and I just can't wait until you come back to see where your grandmother used to live.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to come visit.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll come visit.
See more of the Midwest. I can show you my town. But yeah, I thought that was just such a fun that is a fun fact. I got to get back to my questions.
Okay,
Cordelia
sorry.
Alderman.
See, we're talking.
No, that's okay. We're good at talking and crafting. Cordelia Alderman asks, what are, number one, the most challenging thing about being a small business owner? That's number one.
Oh, so number one, small business owner. You know what's really hard? Is understanding how much to have of inventory, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's things that I think, okay, we need a lot of those. And sometimes there's things I'm like, oh, we just need a little of those. And so I either sell out or I have too many. So sometimes those are a thing. But we've gotten it down to a science now. So I think we're getting better at it, but that's definitely a challenging thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably true with that. Is that true with your cards too? You make something and you go, oh my gosh, I love it. It makes me smile. I'm so happy. It makes my soul happy. And then nobody else likes it. It's like,
yeah, definitely.
It's so yeah. I can see where that would be very tricky.
Yes.
Yeah. And I bet you could get a degree even in that too, you know?
Yeah, it definitely inventory
management,
all that would be, and what fads are and all of that. So, but there's some things that Okay, here, Mary. Here's the first stamp I ever sold out of. Here's a fun fact. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
So we started in 2019 in June or July. So before the pandemic. So we're about
Uh-huh.
3 years old, going on 4. And a lot of people that are on here that know me know I had a toilet paper stamp with a little mouse and a toilet paper.
I've seen
And
it.
who would have thunk, Mary, that all of a sudden, here comes a pandemic and everyone needs a mouse in a toilet paper roll stamp.
Very,
Mary,
very clever of you.
Mary,
And you did it on purpose, right?
I did not. I did not. But one day, see, this is why I have friends. This is the stamp.
Mm-hmm.
See him in the toilet paper roll? And,
Yep.
And it kind of says, "Oh crap," over here, and he can wear this little plunger on his head, and there's might be some poop. But anyway,
little bit of dew.
all of a sudden one day something went viral, and we sold like 85 of these stamps in a couple
good
hours.
Heavens. See, I saw that on your website, and I thought, oh, she made that for the pandemic. But it was...
No!
Which came first?
I had all that forethought. I knew the pandemic was coming. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No clue.
So what stock should I be buying?
But it's funny because the weekend before stuff started shutting down, right? We were actually at a stamp show, and again, I was so focused on this stamp show because we were new and all this other stuff. And one lady came up to me and she goes, "That is so clever of you to come out with the toilet paper stamp." And I had no clue what I'm like, "Oh yeah, I came up with the toilet paper stamp." I had no clue what she was talking about. And then I watched the news later that week. I'm like, people are having a run on toilet paper? No way. Yeah.
That is a funny story.
Yeah.
You clever thing.
I try some days. But anyway,
sometimes you just get lucky.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Okay, sorry. I think I digressed from your question.
I liked it. You can digress all you want. I liked it. It was a good digression. Look at your cute... and he's not going to be able to get his stuff because it's up on a shelf.
It's up on a shelf, but he's got his eye up on the shelf.
He sure does. Cordelia also asks, which was a great question. What is the most rewarding thing about being a small business owner? You get you dabble in big stuff and little stuff.
Exactly. I think one of the most rewarding things is we not only have our Facebook group that we go live in, but we also have this we have a Facebook group where people post their cards as a group. It's called Inky Stamper Inkspiration. And you know what? It just makes my heart warm when I see people post things with our stamps, you know? People actually using the stuff and loving what they make with it is like so rewarding.
Yep. And you know that they got to have that moment that I talk about, and that many other people that have been in direct sales where they look at their card and they go, "I made it. I made that." So you get to have that joy of going, I encourage them to make that, and that's very cool. Yeah, I get you. That's a good thing. It's kind of like parameters, you know? I wish this was
exactly.
I should have embossed that. It's okay. It's Friday night. You're welcome back, Mary. Welcome back, Mary Gun Fun. Don't worry about it. Hashtag be nice to yourself. Right? Yep. There you go. All right. This maybe it does need a few little... You know what it might need is some little flowery things on that green, tone on tone. I think that might make the difference.
Oh, look, you got green. You got polka dots in your background, too.
I do. I do. Nod to my guest. Jamie Watts, who is in the back row, always in the back row. That's another part of our tradition. Jamie Watts in Wichita in the back row.
Jamie Watts from the back row.
It says, I love Friday the 13th. It's always been a good day. The 20th has been rotten sometimes. How do you feel about Friday the 13th, which it is today?
I know.
Any good, bad vibes or any?
Well, I was kind of nervous when I picked the 13th, and I'm like, oh, that's Friday the 13th. But it's been okay. I've had an okay day, I think. I used to have this superstition about not having a black cat cross my path, and then I had a local cat that was black that liked to hang out at my house, and she was okay. So, I don't think I'm very superstitious.
No, we live with a black cat.
There you go.
And he's a great little guy. He's absolutely wonderful. So, yep, I didn't even think much of it, but it's kind of like, I don't know. Doesn't bother me particularly, but I know some people really do have trouble with it, so.
Yeah.
There's a name for it. I don't know. Maybe there's actually one of those things that Lucy says to Lina or Charlie Brown.
Like a black cat phobia or a Friday the 13th phobia?
Friday the 13th phobia. I think there is. Maybe Ellen knows what it is. It sounds like an Ellen question. But okay, so we've lived through it. We're doing fine.
I'm doing fine.
Yep, Mr. Producer, are you doing fine?
Okay.
We haven't had any technical glitches, and that would definitely happen on a Friday the 13th. So
we're good. I would think so. So I think we're doing well. We haven't gotten through yet, but I think we're on a good roll.
Yeah.
Toilet paper roll.
Yeah.
Toilet paper roll, indeed. Good question, Jamie Watts. And we have one more question. The thoughtful question of the day from our dear friend Grandma Gay. And she always asks something kind of interesting and deep in a way.
Okay.
You are in a room packed with people.
Oh boy.
Are you at a wild party, a business meeting, or are you crafting together? Fun
well,
question.
I do like my little crafting outings with my friends. So if I had to choose which one I'd like to be in, it wouldn't be in a business meeting. It would definitely be crafting with my friends.
I bet you. Yeah, I can see that happening. You even have a friend with you tonight.
Exactly. See?
Yeah, who's going to be at a business meeting? We need to introduce that person to card making.
Kathy would be at a wild party with Uncle Frank.
Kathy was funny. I think she might be. That's funny. Yep, I think if there's somebody that wants to be at a business meeting, they need to learn about card making and find out the fun side of life.
Some business meetings might be fun. If they were crafty business, that's for sure.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
I tried to make our business meetings fun, but I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you my ideas sometime. They were really good. But anyway, we did great. You're wrapping up there too, aren't you?
I kind of am. Are you completely done? Oh, I'm a little behind. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I haven't added anything. I can look for some.
I'm just finishing my second tag because I got a dog tag and a tag for a double tag.
Take your time.
You're fine. I'm going to add some jazz.
Oh, yeah. You got to bling
gold
it up,
little
Mary.
dots on the...
I mean, Mary, you're back.
I'm back. Look at me. Yes, I'm back with a vengeance. I've missed it. I've missed everybody.
Again, I've been watching. Horrible. Everyone was great in your place.
They really were.
I know everybody is pretty excited to have you back today. I've been seeing the comments.
Habits are hard things to break, even bad ones. But it's just wonderful to be back. but I really did have fun watching the show. And
That's so great.
It was, well, wow, this is kind of a fun thing. I'm so glad we do it.
It's kind of a fun thing to watch.
Glad we do it. And I only bothered you once, right, Mr. Producer, when I said something about the neutrals. I think that was the only time. He would ban me. I was only not at home during one show, but he would ban me from my studio. So I'd have to sit out in the other room. Yeah, it was tough stuff. I could hear him in here. And sometimes I'd go, oh, I know I can help him, but I'm not going to.
No, she was banned.
He wouldn't let me in. So
I had to barricade the door.
Were you doing some fun, secretive stuff there, Stephen?
No,
I
just didn't want her to distract the guests who were nervous about having to do the show on their own.
I got it.
She would come in and start. She would come in and start talking about other things, and I'm like, they have to do a show.
It's true.
Good job. Good job. Okay, I'm trying to finish up here. This is, I think I'm going to make this look like glass. Challenging. I think I really hope I've hit all the parameters.
I bet you have.
I think I have, but.
Well, let's look at that card and see if they're all there, shall we?
We can.
I'll show you what I've got. My double tag is a green one and a pink tag. I have two greens. I've got a light green and a Kelly green, or a true green, and a yellow green. I have two other colors, yellow and pink. I have some little measuring cups that are going to become glassy, sitting on a shelf, otherwise known as a piece of brown cardstock that's been sanded to show like it's an old rustic kind of shelf. And in the background, I would probably say I did a little bit of ink blending. So that would be what I have cooked up. Would you like to tell us about your darling little card?
Yeah, I think I need just a tad bit of bling. I'm going to grab some of that here. But okay. I've got my dog card with his stuff on a shelf. And he's got a dog tag on his little collar. And I got a tag with the sentiment that says, stay positive. I should put a little paw on there. But
it's just cute.
Yeah. And so I've got like a light green and a dark green, and I got blue and I got yellow.
Well, I went pink and you went blue. But that's, yeah, it looks good together. I think everything looks good.
I like blue. I told you.
I'm always surprised that I like pink, but because I never think of, oh, I like pink, but I use it. Oops, there's a messing place. I do like it. I'm always kind of surprised, but I don't like too much at one time, like a row of Barbie dolls pink. That's too much. But just a little pink here and there is all good. Hey, there's a little tag that I made that's pink with one of your little stamps, your little mouse, and you were so kind. You're not only you're not only giving away gift certificates this month, you sent me extra ones, this little stamp and die set that I'm putting in the goodie bags this month. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. That's totally awesome. Well, everybody's going to want to play this week. I think this is not going to be hard, right? We did it. Everybody can do it. So we're going to tell, that is all on our website, craftroulette.live. Go under associates and look for spin sponsors. And then next week, if you're watching the replay after Monday morning, you will see it on the front page of the current episode. And that's just this weekend, right?
Yeah. And if you want, if you need some stuff to play along, you can shop in our store at Inky Stamper Store. And this weekend, for all Craft Rouletters, it's Roulette free ship. And you put that in at the checkout and you get free shipping for U.S. domestic shipping.
which is a ridiculous amount of money.
It is. It's crazy the amount it costs to ship.
And they
But
say it
we
with a
do
straight
that.
face.
Yeah, we do that every now and then to help our customers out.
Very
'Cause
sweet.
we all
Very
need-
sweet.
We all need good craft supplies.
We do. Absolutely true. Tell you what, ma'am, we're going to let
Okay.
you flip your camera up and back to your pretty face in just a second while we
Yep.
tell everybody how they can play and a few other little matters of housekeeping. Thank you. You
Sounds
did well.
great.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yep. You are going to want to play along. We need to have you send in electronically a card that has those 4 parameters on it. Double tag 2 greens plus 2 shelf or shelves and in the background. If there's something that is a little bit hidden, make sure that you tell us in the description what it is so that we don't have to strain our brains. I mean, with 100 and some number of cards, I can't strain my brain too much. It takes too long. But we do want to see your card, your impressions, your creative endeavors. So please send those in. We do have some wonderful guests coming up. You will see Desiree Coverly next week. She is a darling, darling lady, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with her. Caitlin Anthony after that, Heather Telford, Sarah Liz. Sarah Liz will be joining us for the first time, and so will Gina Kay at the end of February. You guys want to come back every week. We have lots of fun, and especially when we have lovely guests.
You'll notice Gina Kay's number is
On a Thursday.
red because that is a Thursday show. We are trying a Thursday show.
Yes.
And we'll have more details about that later. It'll mean longer submission windows and all of that.
Kiss your brain. Yeah.
But yeah.
Should be good. So mark your calendars. Put those alarms in. Don't miss a single week. We've got so many nice people that come visit us. It's wonderful. We do want to thank our patrons. You guys are making it happen so that we can stay free right here on craftroulette.live or on YouTube. We couldn't do it without you. That's just the nuts and bolts, the dollars and cents of what business is like. And we need you because we don't have any products that we sell except for our merchandise, which I forgot to tell you about. But we do have a little merchandise over on, you can find it on our website, probably down in the description, probably anywhere you look, but it's fun. I like my stuff. And so thank you, patrons, one and all. We will probably have a all patron call in February. Is what I'm thinking. So most likely the second Saturday, but it's not in stone yet. But that's what I'm thinking we're going to do. Good news, when we do go back to Fun University, I now have a book. My gosh, I'm going to do these on Fun University. The Exceptionally Bad Dad Jokes. Amanda Stevens sent it to me for Christmas. So we will have an exceptionally bad dad joke every week on Fun University. Looking forward to coming back, but not this week, probably next. All right. Thank you. I think this is going to be the giveaway. Hey, I remember this is the giveaway section. If you, just a second. I'm done. If you sent in a card last week for episode 145, your name is on that board that will be spinning soon, and you will be eligible for some fabulous giveaways. There are some that are only available domestically, and some that we will do internationally. But, Mr. Producer, let's give away a handmade card, shall we? With an itty-bitty gift that goes anywhere. We do. It's just this is a fun way to say thank you for spending a little time and supporting the show with your pretty creative just inspiration. Oh my stars, I haven't sent anything to Brian Dickey in a long time. How fun. Yay. And I even have your current address, I think. If you don't, anyway, there's a contact form on craftroulette.live. Make sure you use the prize claim form. That comes in a special place and I find it better. Let's give away a goodie bag that will have an extra little bonus prize of that cute little mousey and her little die. Who's it going to? Rosie. That's Rosie the Mousie. Rosie's a cute mousy name. Meg Grunt, I think. Grunt. Anyway, let us know that you want that goodie bag. Last week's goodie bag is still sitting over there because I haven't gone out yet much. So it's going out next week. Thank you. And now for a subscription to Creative Scrapbooker magazine. I think this is just US and Canada. So we'll behave. Land on somebody that we can send it to, for Pete's sake. Rosie, there you are. You're a mouse today. Oh, it's going to Lisa. How lovely. Lisa Whelpley. I bet you'll like that. You're a student. She, too, is a very studious student of crafting. So I bet she'll like that a lot. Let me know. And for the Inky Stamper $25 giveaway gift certificate, who's going to get it? I like when you guys all congratulate each other. I think it's just good, classy crafting. Crafters and craftettes. Barbara Weber. Congratulations, Barbara. That's great. I'm so glad that you won, and let me know that you won it so I can get you in touch with the information. Okay, doke? Alrighty. I haven't talked this much in weeks. my mouth's like almost tired. And now for Possum Stamps giveaway of $25 and Schmidt. These names are all familiar. I don't have faces for most of them, but it is sure a wonderful thing that you've spent some time making something using our parameters and play with us. We appreciate you a lot. Congratulations. There's a claim prize form on craftroulette.live. You need to have that into us by Sunday night at midnight. If you are a patron, you have till next Thursday, just like the submission for you. So there's another perk. I'm telling you, we're full of them. Are you ready, Miss Chelsea? Let's take her back on. There we go. There it is.
My card. Oops, wrong way.
That was pretty cute for not getting the parameters. Other way. There you go. For not getting the parameters that you wanted.
Oh, my goodness.
You did well. That was almost blue +2.
It was.
Mm-hmm. So you almost got your wish.
I almost made it blue +2.
That's right. You can kind of tell that you like blue. Look at that background.
Yeah, maybe.
Your room is a very pretty color of blue.
Yes.
Well, what'd you think?
It was so much fun. It's fun doing it. Actually talking to people. When I do Facebook Lives, right? I'm in my craft room talking to myself. So it was fun talking to someone tonight.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed our chats too. And thank you, patrons, for those great questions. I enjoyed chatting and getting to know you better. It was really fun. Pardon me?
She has friends over.
Yes, friends over. What?
Ask her if she wants to.
Oh, do you have somebody that would like to be on the camera with you tonight? Would you like to?
Do I?
Could we see your other?
Asking for my friend to come on camera?
I think so.
Oh.
Mr. Producer wants to. Mr. Producer, who will not get in front of the camera, wants to know if your friend wants to get in front of the camera.
Okay, she'll get in front of the camera if Mr. Producer will get in front of the camera. How about that?
When pigs fly.
Okay, then she said no. She said no.
I respect that.
Stubborn people.
I respect that.
Well, we are glad that she was there giving you moral support and handing you stuff. So
exactly. I always need someone to hand me something.
We always need a sidekick, don't we? Yeah, I like it very much. Well, you were a lovely guest, and thank you again for being a spin sponsor. And you guys take advantage of that special this weekend. I may have to get a stamp or two myself.
Yeah,
so
feel free.
Yeah. Anyway, It's time to kiss our brains, right? Where are you going to kiss? Are you going to be up? Okay, we're going to the side. Sometimes we do two. Sometimes we do frontal cortex. We've got all sorts of styles. I'm always interested in knowing what it is.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Sure was good to be back in the saddle. Thank you so much,
Great.
crafters, craftettes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crafters and craftettes. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us when we were gone. And now that we're back, Mr. Producer, was it easier? He was over here. He told me tonight that his chair over there was a lot more comfortable than sitting on this stool for the whole show. So, the things I do for art. Anyway, it was great. I knew that you guys would do fine. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Thank you, Kim, in the background. Y'all,
Yes.
love you bunches. Good night. We'll see you next Friday when Desiree comes to town. We'll talk to you then. Night, night.
Okay. See ya.